up with Netflix when HBO were there many, many years before them. And the problem is that the existing business model isn't quite bust yet, and so everybody's hanging on to it and trying to squeeze the last ounce of value out of it, rather than thinking about what the new thing is. And the new thing is a different paradigm. Content will cost less to produce. Content is being produced more democratically in more places. There'll be a greater value on things like curation. And that so challenges so many people. It's a bit like Kodak and all these other people who are in leadership positions, that the thought of actually addressing that is too much for most organisations. Even within the BBC, when we launched COSTAR and iCreate, the biggest pushback we got were from the 150 to 200 people whose jobs it was previously to come up with ideas. In some ways, they felt that their role was being devalued, or that their unique skills, we were basically saying that anybody could do them. But the reality was we were actually trying to do something very, very different. They were more akin to people trying to have a eureka moment, and we were trying to set up something much more systematic. But they were probably the biggest pushback group to the whole exercise.
That's a good point. I mean, innovation is still 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. So if you're looking for the eureka moment, you might never get it. But if you actually have a process and a mechanism in place, then you might actually come up with incremental ideas and incremental processes that can make changes.
If you get it, you may not know that you've got it.
Yep.
Right. That's the joy of COSTAR. It gives you a chance to look at it against other things and ask yourself, what could this be?
All right. A question from one of the audience members, and Pat, you touched on it a little bit, and Herman, you